coming. Thank you. Good afternoon. How do you all do? I want some more enthusiasm here. Come on. How are you doing? Isn't Schiller great? It's like a high school reunion for monster freaks twice a year. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Edward X. Young. I'm your illustrious master of ceremonies for the next 50 or so odd minutes. And as a concerned fellow citizen, I feel I would be a little unkind to present this afternoon's performance without just a word of friendly warning. We are about to unfold the magical mystery and mayhem super shock show, which will feature the baffling and befuddling feats of the Misfits of Magic. They're a trio of magicians who seek to create illusions that defy all reason and sanity. This is going to be one of the strangest shows you've ever seen. And it deals with the two great mysteries of life: illusion and delusion. Yes, their tricks may thrill you. Their fumbling feats may shock you. Their lame attempts at comedy may horrify you. Yet, if any of you feel that you do not care to subject your nerves to such a strain, well, now's your chance to, well, we warn you. Yes, so let me introduce you now. They are back, they're whack, and they're out on parole for just this weekend. Yes, it's the trio of tricksters, the stooges of slights, the felons of fun, the masters of mayhem. It is, yes, you guessed it, or maybe you just read it in the Chiller program. It is, ladies and gentlemen, the Misfits of Magic, starring in the magical mystery and mayhem Super Shock Joe. We have Carliostro, the Uncanny. Big Al Thompson. And the time traveler, Challes. Yes. Yes.
But instead, we're gonna do it with bottles. I have here a Heinz tomato bottle, which is very rare now, and a Coke bottle. Please follow and see if you know where the ketchup bottle is. Ready? Where's the ketchup bottle? This one. This one. How many say this one? This one. You're right. Thank you. Let's do it again. Ready? Now where is it? This one? Yes? My other left? No, it's this one. Who picked that? All right, here we go. Oh, thank you. It's still not on.
Oh, thank you.
Here we go.
Now watch very carefully. It's the wave of the hand. Where's the ketchup bottle?
This one?
No.
You're not paying attention. There was no ketchup bottle. Where's the Coke bottle? This one? No. There were never any bottles there. Good
more for you to watch, huh?
Hey, Carliostro!
Hey, Big Al, what's up?
I want to show you my lovebirds.
You want to show me your lovebirds?
I've got 3 lovebirds.
Wait a minute. 3 lovebirds? That doesn't make sense.
It's a love triangle. Right here in the
What?
box.
Wait a minute. They're not in that cage. That's my snake cage. Don't open the door. He'll think it's feeding time. Ow! Just wanted to share something. I always, in the back of comic books, I always saw these things. X-ray glasses. I had to order a pair. I've never used them. Of course, I don't expect them to. They're not gonna. Here goes.
I'm not wearing any underwear.
Whoa. This is weird. For 99 cents, this is pretty. Ah!
They really worked. Now the Misfits of Magic are brave journeymen into the dark unknown and the bizarre, but aside from their personal lives, they also explore the outer realms of other dimensions, of the physical, the paranormal, the mystical, and the supernatural. And first up, Count Carliostro will meddle with your minds and shockingly shatter your preconceived notions of free will.
Hello. I need a volunteer. One volunteer. Madam, could you come up? Yes. You can tell me to stop at any time.
Stop.
She said stop. After several cards here, your card is the next card. Now, take that card, look at it, don't let me see it, and it would be nice if you shared it with just some of the audience so you have a couple witnesses of what that card is, and I need you to remember that card.
Okay, got it.
Okay, hold that card. Now, could you cut that deck in half? Wherever you. Yeah, okay. And put your card on either half of it and bury it, complete the cut. So your card is going to be somewhere in the middle. I don't know what your card is, and you've shared it with a few people, and you remember what your card is. Now, could you put it into this wine glass stand there? The deck. Great. I'm going to attempt to find your card. I need you to think of it. I'm going to go by psychic vibrations. Let's see if this works. Thinking of your card, the value, the color. I have one card in my hand. For the first time, what was your card?
9 of spades.
9 of spades. Thank you. Take it away, Jimmy.
A lot of people ask me, what are these spurs on my hand? They're from the 2089 that I visited. This will be the future of being able to protect yourself. But I also go back, and in this next mind experiment, we're going to go back to the 1930s when I spoke to the psychic scientists who tried to prove if psychics really exist. And that's the experiment we're going to do today. So I need a volunteer that would wish for me to read their minds. Come on up. Hello. Have you ever seen this before? You say no, like you're smiling, like you're happy about that, right?
No, I'm excited.
Good. What is your name?
Lauren.
All right, Lauren, you're going to have an easy job, but first I'm going to explain to the audience what's going on and to you so everyone understands what the mind experiment they did, okay? Now, they would normally have a wall, and on one side they'd have the person that says, I'm a psychic, and the other side they'd have the scientist. He's my mic holder for now. And this is what they would use. Now, they would use smaller cards, but I have a larger version for the audience to see what it is. So it's as if you're up here. They had this squiggly lines, which I call bacon. They had the red cross. They have the star. They have a circle. And they have a square. And on one side of the wall, they would say, what am I holding up? And if they were a true psychic, they would be able to say, it's a square. We're going to do the exact same thing with you. I have miniature versions of it.
You guys shut the door, please?
The square,
Sure. Guy.
the star, the bacon, the star, the circle, and they're all here. I'd like you to please, without looking at it, try to do a psychic connection. I want you to mix it up. Now, while you're doing that, and you're mixing it up, I'm going to try to do my prediction. Okay, now what you're going to do is you're going to hand me one, and you're going to give me a number. Yes. 3. 2. I'm going to get a pin drop in here. Huh? I would think that I would be, what number? Don't look at it. It'll be fun. 1 and a 4. Now, if you feel like it, you can screw with me and say, you know what? Mix them up. Maybe he knew somehow I'm going to pick in that order. Now you have your final chance. Do you want to change?
No,
You sure?
I'm sure.
Well, you must have picked up on my psychic ability. Because look, ladies and gentlemen, a match. Thank you. Now, I'm going to teach you a trick for a psychic. This is how you test if it's a true psychic. When you go into, when you see the signs of psychic, it's all lit up. You do this. If you hear them say, who is it? You know to stay away, okay? All right. Thank you very much.
Welcome, Big Al. He's going to pulverize your perceptions of physical reality.
I need a volunteer. You know what? Come on up, young lady. Come on. I was gonna say you're a little too young for this, but it's okay. What we're gonna do, come over to the side. What's your name? Okay. Francesca, what we're gonna do is what I call a little bar bet. Okay, I know you're young, but we'll just play along, a little friendly bet. So what I have here is different colored balls, okay? So choose any ball that you would like, okay? Take the gold ball. You take the gold ball and place it here. I'm gonna tell you what my bet is. Do you think I could have that gold ball jump into that shot glass? No, you don't think I could, so then we would wager on something like that, right? But truthfully, if I took the tray and I shook it, the ball might just jump up and land in the cup, right? So you would lose. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the other balls and just place them around. I'm gonna tell you that also, like, to your advantage, I'm not gonna disrupt any of the other balls. Yet I'm still gonna get your gold ball inside the shot glass. You think I can do that? It's getting a little more difficult, right? I'm gonna make it even harder. I'm gonna place a cup on top of the shot glass, and I'm gonna say, do you think I can get that gold ball underneath the cup and into the shot glass? That's almost impossible, right? Okay. What I'm gonna do is one more thing. I'm gonna completely cover this up. All right? Now, it's really difficult for me to, without touching the cups or the shot glass or the ball, to get your gold ball inside of that. Okay? What I'm gonna use is my amazing magic abilities. All right? So, and I can do this in about 5 seconds too. All right? So if we all can count to 5 really loud. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right? That was good.
Someone went to public school.
A little hung up here. Watch this. You want to take off the cup? You can take off the cup. Look at that. Thank you very much for helping us.
Thank you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, our Misfits will display their special brand of chaotic free-for-all, TAC Team Magic. Yes, they've asked me to inform you that they will take no personal responsibility for the loss of any brain cells that may occur as a result of their silly shenanigans. Yes, here they are, TAC Team Magic.
Thank you, Ed. I need a volunteer who can remain seated. I have a prediction in an envelope, and I need somebody I can trust to guard this. And your job is to make sure I don't tamper with this or anybody else in the audience. Can I have a hand of somebody who, Madam, you would be perfect. You're there in the corner against the wall. Don't let anyone touch this. Value this with your life. Thank you. What is your name?
Marty.
Marty. Let's hear it for Marty. Keeper of the prediction. Thank you. Now I need another volunteer. This is going to be a mental card trick where we're communicating through our minds. Can I get a volunteer that would be willing to come up? Meanwhile, Marty's still holding the prediction. Volunteer, sir. Come on up. You'll take that side of the table. What is your name? Alan. Alan, let's hear it for Alan. Alan, this is going to rely totally on your imagination. Let's just an imaginary deck of 52 playing cards.
Okay.
Think of any card in the deck. Just think and tell me when you have one, when you thought of the card. Okay. It could be your favorite card, it could be a random card. Right now, Alan has a card in his mind. I don't think anybody in this room knows what it is. I believe I will find out what it is, but right now, what is the card you're thinking of?
3 of diamonds. 3 of diamonds.
He's saying the 3 of diamonds. Watch this. I will find the 3 of diamonds. We have a prediction over there. I've just placed the 3 of diamonds on the silver tray. Marty, could you stand up? In your loudest voice, can you open that prediction and read it? Ladies and gentlemen, The moment of truth. Would it be amazing if I got your card? As loud as you can.
Canada.
Wait, okay, hold on. I'm not insane. You said you thought of the 3 of diamonds.
Yeah.
And I wrote Canada. Okay, all right, let me explain this. Before my fellow misfits drag me off. Okay, this deck of cards around the world. Every card is a different country. So, for instance, I have Thailand, South Korea, Denmark, Japan, it goes on and on, Brazil, Russia, all different flags. Alan, you turn that card over, my whole life and reputation depends on this. Can you hold that up?
Canada.
For some reason, I had Canada on my mind today. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Jimmy? Thank you.
In my travels, like I said, I go to the past and the present and the future. This next one, I always get different treasures. This is from the Ming Dynasty, 1462. Would you two please come up? Thank you. Let's give them a hand. The love couple. What is your name? Jeff. Jeff. Hi, Jeff. Lauren. Jeff and Lauren. I'm going to show you something like what David Copperfield does, but in a smaller version. We have right and left here. Please examine this. Examine this. Examine this. Examine this. Take the rope. Pull on it. Good. Okay. Check the dragon. Good? Okay. With David Copperfield, he takes his assistant, or one assistant, and he gets him in a box. Then if you notice, he gets a whole bunch of other people to come in and sit in chairs in that box. And then they appear someplace else. We'll do a little bit more work, okay? Hold this end so I can't touch it. Hold this end so I can't touch it. Sorry. He covers the audience very quickly. So you take the other hand, hold this. Take the other hand. Here, bring it down more. Yeah, stretch it out. There you go. Okay. And then what they do, start doing is slowly the audience starts to move. Penetrate them. How's this? Is this good acting? Over there? You probably think I was struggling, right? No? No. Look, 1. 2. 3. 4. Thank you. Now I gotta go see where they are. Right here.
Thank you.
You got a tag, Big Al.
Hurry up, get that camera out.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for participating.
Olivia.
And now, escapology. It's a specialized branch of the magical arts and only practiced by the most brave, daring, and highly trained masters of illusion. Well, in the case of our Misfits, they're just daring and crazy. But this is escapology. Why the Misfits would ever attempt feats of this magnitude is beyond me and our insurance policy coverage. Well, we'll see what catastrophe awaits them as our three madmen vie for the title of Escape Artist of the Year.
I'm gonna win.
It's a contest. Wish them luck.
Thank you, Ed. I'm going to start with the first escape, and I'm not going to do an orthodox traditional escape. I'm going to do an astral escape. My physical body will remain bound, but my spirit will leave my body, and I will produce evidence that I escaped my physical form for a matter of seconds. Let's try something. I have a set of what are known as spirit slates. These go way back to the days of spiritualism and Houdini, and I know they've been debunked, but we're going to try an experiment here tonight. I have 2 blank spirit slates, and I'm going to get into some leather restraints. I'm going to need someone's help in the audience, and we'll take it from there. We'll see how this experiment goes. Thank you, Ed.
Do we have anybody who has experience with leather restraints? You. A piece of chalk. Leather restraints.
Sir,
Somebody strong.
pull both ends. So that's tight. Okay.
Pull no punches. Pull no punches.
And then. And there's a metal loop there. If you could put a padlock through that and lock it.
And I have the keys.
Hold that key. Don't lose that key. I need to go into a trance, and I'm going to try to leave my physical body, and I usually can only achieve this for a few seconds, so here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, Count Carliostro remains bound and restrained. But wait. It appears that something is written here on the slates. Yes. It reads, "My brain is the key that sets me free." That's a quote from the famous Harry Houdini. Now Big Al will test his amazing willpower and brute strength against the dreaded handcuffs of doom.
Ed, would you come up here and assist me?
Why, certainly. Have to put the mic down, I guess, right? What do we have here?
And, sir, just
Good luck, Al.
check out that bag and bring it back up here.
These aren't toys.
Those aren't toys.
These are real police handcuffs.
Smith & Wesson.
It does say Smith & Wesson, yes indeed. Yes. Let me, should I put these on?
No, maybe not.
I don't know, I'm done.
You're not, okay. You need the key to get down now.
Your mic is on.
Sorry about that. Oh, you don't have to say, oh,
Look, to test this out. The gag, right? They come off, right?
not that easy. We need the key. to get
Actually,
down.
these don't, but this is cutting off my circulation.
Doesn't matter, he's still not gonna beat me.
Okay. Free. Let me, I need the key to get out of this, right?
Yes, you do.
Key's the trick, right?
That's the key. Key's the trick.